this Wednesday, August 2nd, 2023. Hour 3 of the sports program starts right now. Football! Did you hear it?
No.
No dice.
The man who did not say it, the only guy with a microphone right now that is on that did not say it is AJ Hawk.
I was not in on the meeting again. I didn't know.
I get plain text. They just had to U-turn because something was forgot. And I just look at that. I'm like, oh, the airport has a road closed down in front of it. They probably had to U-turn and go all the way around. They're probably late, 30 minutes, because the plane was supposed to take off an hour before I got this text to come meet at the ESPYs. Then we were going to go to Tahoe. My wife and I and Foxy were already out in LA. And we all decided that it would be dumb for me and Foxy to take my golf bags to lug them around.
Carry them everywhere in LA.
So Connor, in the middle of that conversation, goes, I'll get the bags. I guess they got 25, 30 minutes into this flight where the plane had already flattened out. Connor goes up to the cockpit, tells the pilots, need to turn around. I forgot the golf clubs.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
So the only reason he was going to Tahoe was for this PXG thing we had going. Club's pretty vital part. Only a $35,000.
Yeah, that's all.
Connor told the pilot to jump out of the plane and doesn't turn around because the pilots didn't want to turn around.
I'm about to open some fucking windows.
It was probably top 5 worst moments of my life.
You look so cool with your hair right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry to me.
No, please don't apologize.
Yeah, do not ever apologize for anything that you got going on.
There's been a lot of talk about Netflix's quarterback. A lot of reports coming out that, they wanted you to be on season 2. Is that something you'd ever entertain, or is that too much of a distraction?
I think it could go either way. If you let it be a distraction, it can be a distraction. But if you're focused and you stay dialed in, you know what's most important. So it probably wouldn't be too much of an issue.
You're doing it.
Well, no, was that a question? No, I'm not. I'm unaware of anything going on in season 2.
Oh, guys, sound like would entertain it.
Yeah.
Oh, they got Saw 16 coming out.
Yeah.
This guy just never had a never-ending supply of ways to kill people and torture people. Let's keep a fucking eye on that guy.
First one, I believe, is from a college psychology class where college kids came up with the idea, and then it was bought, and they made the movie based on what they kind of did in that class.
AJ, you would have abused being a jail officer in that college experiment.
Prison experiment.
No, that's not me. I'm not into that. I was talking to somebody the other night about that. I was never the guy that went, I can't wait till I'm a vet so I can haze these young guys. I never wanted anything to do with it.
Yeah, but
okay.
7 days, 14 days in, you wearing that badge, you get a little power hungry.
Oh, yeah.
You get a little, I'd be over there.
It's possible. I watched it.
Swinging that stick.
I'd be in the prisoner suit, and I'd be like, you're a toxic piece of shit. What's that?
Boom. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Going to solitary.
That's what you would do. I think you would.
Yeah, put your hands up. I'd have you put your hands up on the bar, and I'd blast you with my baton.
Thank God it's a baton. I thought you were going to say.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to talk about AAA.
Yeah. Front of his hands.
See, look at you guys. You're so toxic. I never would have thought anything like that.
Let's get to a break. We were just talking about a movie that you brought up that is disgusting.
No one's doing anything like that.
Somebody thought of the movie, so I'm sure there's others that are thinking of things
Absolutely.
like that.
I could help. It's fun being creative on things like that.
So you're a part of the problem. So you're So you're one of the guys.
Yeah. Yep.
Just like we've been
You
saying.
gotta think outside the box sometimes. You can't just sit in your little bubble.
I do. That is what I do. No, I'm known for doing that. Just staying in my bubble. It's pretty sweet. It's a pretty cool little spot. And then I hear about things. And then I often wonder. I'm like, you know what? One day I'll dive into the world of these people who are dreaming and fantasizing about sewing lips to buttholes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so much so that they're making movies of doing this.
Yeah.
3 of them.
So that they can see people actually do it. It freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's good art, though. Hey, thanks for doing it.
That's right. Movies.
They probably won an award. They win an award.
No.
No. Maybe a
Razzie,
one
maybe?
that LeBron won for worst movie.
Yeah, it was a Razzie.
This is the first time I've heard from the entire building, this is a fucking guy. I was actually there for this particular throw. I was standing with Chris Ballard. It was like play 3 of the team period, 55 yards, crossbody, flick of the wrist. Alec Pierce is a dog too, by the way. But I literally punched Chris Ballard with my left hand as this ball was in the sky. And I say congrats, dude. That play right there was never available in the last 4 years. That play right there makes offensive linemen a little bit more excited to go to work. That play right there makes wide receivers a little bit more excited to go into the building. You're an Ohio State guy and obviously OH.
IO? Yeah. What do you mean?
Hey.
Let's
Wow.
go. Yes. That was big.
Come the fuck on, man! Bro.
I'll do it every time if it gets you that juice. If it makes you that happy, I'll doubt.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. That got me juiced up.
If we've got an a-hole in here that is here for himself, the talent's not worth it. It's really not, because their true colors are going to shine at the worst moment of the season.
Don't ever say a-hole on my show again. You're going to get us canceled. You need to not do that on this show. I'm fucking sick of it.
I'm fucking sorry.
No! No! Dump him!
Brandon, as far as once these preseason games start, I guess how does that process work on evaluating players on other teams that could possibly be cut? It's a tough thing to do, and I know every coach will tell every player going into preseason games, hey, every team is watching these games, so if you don't have a spot on this team, someone else could pick you up. That's got to be kind of tough to try to gauge who might get cut, who you could possibly pick up in those couple days.
Yeah, the way we do it, AJ, is we take our pro scouting department, and those guys divide up their teams. I kind of say, hey, you're the GM of X number of teams, and we divide them up. They're following these guys all preseason. They're reading clips on them. They're watching any games they play, and it's their job. Yeah, they're not worried about the starters. If they're grading the Jets roster, they're not grading Aaron Rodgers or Garrett Wilson and those guys. They're grading the back-end guys. Who are the guys that could potentially be released that we need to know, and is it an upgrade over a guy that we have at that same position, especially as injuries happen. Right now you might go, the guy you wouldn't put a claim in for him. But if you have a couple of injuries there, you're going, man, this guy's better than the next guy we have on our roster.
And Amanda gifted me this thing. You had to have seen it.
Yep. Whoa.
That's it.
Smell me?
My wrist and my muscles down here in my hand getting stronger by the second here.
That's right.
Because Tajee Diamonds
Yeah.
in New York City, who obviously is 50 Cent's jeweler.
Right.
And Pac-Man's jeweler.
Right.
And numerous others. I've seen them post. I followed along with the journey. And Pac-Man came together to make me this incredible pinky ring. And I want to let you know, this is massive.
Yeah.
Way too big. Can't wear it every day. But you get a gift from a friend, you got to do it. Big M's right on top of that thing. The top of the Thunderdome across the top.
That's sweet.
It's like a fucking, the amount of attention to detail. It's like a Super Bowl ring this guy got me. Established when? 2017.
Yep.
That's when this business started here. It's unbelievable. It is. I'm very thankful for our good friend of the program, Adam Pac-Man Jones. Pac, thanks for this. There's no way I can fucking wear this in public. I look like an asshole, but I
Look
do.
good on TV.
All right.
There you go.
Does.
You look super.
Put it beside your watch.
Ha!
Damn.
Look pretty good.
Thor's two hands.
You know what this, honestly,
get
this
more
looks like,
with that.
to me, it looks like I am asking to get my ass beaten and robbed. But
Well,
with that being said, I've been working out. So,
that's right.
Oh.
you know what I
Come
mean?
take it.
I've been boxing in the Oculus.
What?
Get
If
it.
you want to peel this oversized pinky ring off of my finger, it's going to have to be my dead body.
That's right.
Mark Caboli has been through it over there
Man.
in Pittsburgh during Steelers camp. And normally we get a chance to chat with athletic writer for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Mark Caboli, at least twice by this time. We haven't been able to get him on the program. Our fault. We will make sure we have him on soon. He's been through it. And today, he's been fed up. He's sick of people saying that flats are better than drums as chicken wings. And this reminded me that Tone Diggs used to actually be known for eating chicken wingies in bed at night
Love wingies.
with no shirt on, completely naked, and it was flats. He's eating in bed 11:30 at night, midnight. Put the plate next to him. I'm falling asleep. If he rolls it all, busted up wings rolling onto him.
Using his sheets to
This is your
wipe
fault.
his fingers.
This is
too.
your fault.
Yeah, kind of disgusting. I mean, it was something that he lived through, he did. But you were a big-time flats over drums guy for a long time, one of the first that I've ever met. Are you still that way?
Yeah, I still am. I'm always flat. I'll pay extra to get flats over drums.
Whoa.
So flats are wings.
Yes.
Flats are the
Wings
drumsticks.
versus
I never
legs.
heard the term flats. Is that a Pittsburgh deal?
No.
No, I actually think it's more of an out here deal.
Yeah, I don't know.
What are you, flat?
I like both, but I've heard of flats. I'm laughing at AJ. Somebody never heard of flats.
Yeah, he hasn't had a chicken wing in 20 years.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce's awesome. He does have a mustache today. The mustache is symbolic of blue collar. It's letting the world know the type of human you are. And Travis Kelce did this in practice the other day as well. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. And what happens? Hey, buddy sticks his arm in a little bit too late. Well, you get the fuck off me. I don't have time for it. A little bit of a push, a little bit of a shove with a left hook starting the whole thing. I assume that's not his first time running into 43 at practice. What Kelce's going to accomplish when it's all said and done, his stats, his accomplishments, everything. It's going to be hard not to put him in the convo of the greatest of all time. This deep into it, he's still fucking fighting with guys. I love it. On this Wednesday, August 2nd, 2023, hour 3 of the sports program starts. right now.
Football!
Did you hear it?
No.
No dice.
The man who did not say it, the only guy with a microphone right now that is on that did not say it is AJ Hawk.
I was not in on the meeting again. I didn't know.
Thank you for being here, AJ.
I was unaware. I was unaware of what we were doing
Ignorance
today.
is not a answer to this particular situation.
No.
Okay, if you don't know, ask your buddy. All right. And they certainly need to be a little bit more communicative with you, I think, AJ, if you're looking to participate in our team bonding situations. But also, since the beginning of our team bonding chemistry display at the beginning of every hour, you have spit in its face every single time.
More than that.
Nope, I've been tricked before multiple times. We came back on the air and you tried to trick me to do it, and then all of a sudden it's a different word, and then, oh, wait, actually, no, you're not in on this one. You got to wait till next hour. I don't know if you remember that, but that's happened a few times.
Never done that. We've never flipped the word. The only time we've ever done it was when we were doing love for Valentine's Day. And we said yesterday that's football till football's over.
Zito just reminded me that maybe one time,
The love.
Maybe.
Maybe meaning guaranteed at least one time, yes.
No, maybe he just got married. You calling him a fucking liar? Oh! They got to figure out something different than this fucking game. The lights going off in the third quarter. Like, this is the NFL's first night. This is how we're honoring all of the great. There's no water afterwards for the showers for guys to get out of there. You got to go to training camp earlier than everybody else. Why? Why are we even risking somebody getting hurt at this? There has to be a different way that you can kick off Hall of Fame weekend. So while the world is celebrating you at Texas A&M and after you win the Heisman, and then when you get to Cleveland, maybe there's a little bit of difficulty. It's not just all fun, and then that's when you start kind of thinking negatively about football.
I think it's just a snowball effect of dealing with some adversity for the first time, being really just exhausted after those 2 years in college. If you think back to how it was, everything changes at the Alabama game. 2 months later, you're sitting in New York for the Heisman, you win, you come back to school, and then, 3 or 4 months later, I'm getting drugged to the depths by the NCAA regarding the whole investigation. You go straight from that into the NFL draft training. Then next thing you know, you kind of look up and you're in Cleveland. You don't really know how you got there. You don't really know what's happened over the course of the last 6 months, probably. So I just wasn't okay. And I wasn't at a place in my life to be able to grab somebody and be like, yo, I'm not.
A lot of pressure on this one.
There's NBA guys that couldn't do what this dude has been doing here. Ladies and gentlemen. 29 people, $500. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Foxy.
Foxy, boom.
Happy birthday